I can't remember what I was saying now. Right, we're back. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess, also known as the Fat Funny One, and hello, I'm sat on my bedroom floor. I don't know if I'm gonna get up from here, but here we are. If you're new to my channel, then welcome to the chaos. You can kind of expect a bit of everything. I'm a working mum of 4. I talk all things confidence. I've written a book about it. I talk lifestyle parenting, books. I love books, all sorts. Anything that I love is going on in my life, I'm probably going to share with you. Today is all about goals. Now, I love goals. I talk about it a lot over on my Instagram page. If you don't follow me there, head over there. And I wanted to, I guess, share with you some of the goals that I write, how I do it on a monthly basis. Also because I really want to hold myself more accountable, and I think when you share it, you are far more likely to want to stick to it because you don't want to share that you haven't done it. I set goals on a monthly basis, and sometimes I will break those down week by week if it's a bit easier, but ultimately I have goals that I set for the month. Now, I split my goals into 4 categories, and those categories are financial, well-being, work, and family. For example, financial will include like if I've got any saving goals, if I'm maybe on a spending ban for something, we'll come to that in September's goals. If there's any savings, if I want to maybe look at a new side hustle, anything to do with financials will sit in that. When I look at well-being, this will include things like self-care, self-love, moving my body more, maybe if there's anything particularly health related that I need to address. That kind of sits under well-being for me. Work will include anything from social media goals, but also my corporate job. If there's any goals that I want to achieve from a career standpoint, work standpoint, blog, social media, online. That is what will sit in the work category. And then for family, it can sometimes be family stroke home. And maybe I'll probably use that because actually that's pretty much what comes under it. So this will include anything that's going on in the house with renovations or things that we need to plan for or get done or make decisions on. It will also include the children. Are there anything that we need to achieve with them this month or look at with them, support them in doing? And that's how I kind of set up my goals and put them in their categories. When I review my goals at the end of the month, when I do my reset, I have 2 separate pages in my journal. Now, this is the journal that I use. It's like a bullet journal, and I got it from Pretty Perfect planning. I love it. I just like it because of the color. It's like a hard one, but it's got like stops inside. And basically, let me show you. This is kind of where I've put all of my goals. I guess like a bullet journal for the year. My vision board for the year. A lot of this is just motivational quotes, things that I want to achieve, things that I want to do. So, September goals. Financial goals for me. And this is probably going to be the hardest one out of all of the goals ever achieved in life. Is I cannot buy any more books. I'm on a book spending ban for September. No books. Do not buy books. No books allowed. No Kindle, no books, no nothing. I can't do anything. I have to read what I've got. And listen, even if I picked up 1 book a day from the pile I've got in the corner on my TBR list, I would have enough books to read for the next 2 months. So that's not a problem. The problem is just buying the books and getting that dopamine hit of a brand new book. And I cannot do it. So one of my goals for September is no books, cannot buy a book. If you see me on any social media channel, if you see me in a bookshop, just be like, no! Another financial goal for me is that I am doing Shelf-tember. If you follow Jordan Page on here or on social media, she is like a family business, like just guru of life. She does something called Shelf-tember where you really reduce your grocery spending and essentially use what you've got in your cupboards and really push to use what you've got up. So I'm doing Shelf-tember, and I've completely slashed our food budget to about £125 because there's 5 weeks in September, so I've done £25 a week. Now, for many people, I know that there's a cost of living crisis, and I know money can be a real sensitive subject for a lot of people in terms of budget. Some people, £125 for a month is a lot of money, and for others it's not so much. So it's very much subjective, and I completely appreciate that. But for us as a family of 6, it's £25 a week is a fairly tight budget to feed all of us. So that is what I'm sticking to. I am determined to use what I've got in the house, what I've got in the cupboards. I did go to Costco last month to top up on some things, like we've got a big bag of rice and stuff like that, and that should last us. So my problem is often that I've got food in the house, but I will still nip to the supermarket just to pick one thing up and pick up 10 things. So £125, £25 a week. I would really like to stick to that budget and use what we've got in the house and really rein in my grocery spending, because it's gone a bit. One of my goals that I always have on my financial one, which probably never moves, is to track all my spending. I'm going to do a separate video on budgets because I have used the Budget Mum method for the best part of 4 years, maybe, possibly even longer. I think 4 years solidly. And I have stopped using her planners and I've gone digital, which is like very new for me, but it was a move that I needed to make, and I'll go into that in a separate video. So I have moved all my tracking and spending and budgets online, and I found it so much easier. The last one is to try and earn £250 in some sort of side hustle or thing. So for example, I'm going to try and do a car boot sale. I've got a few things on Vinted, and I've got a massive pile of things that I need to upload onto Vinted. My goal is to try and earn £250 this month doing some sort of side hustle. So moving on to my wellness goals, one that I have struggled with is doing 10,000 steps a day. Now on average, even if I'm having a particular day where I'm not doing much or I'm working from home, I still manage to hit about 5,000 steps. So what I want to do is, I keep putting the pressure on doing 10,000 a day, but actually what I would like to do is average out at least 60,000 steps over the week, which I know is slightly, it's about 8,000 steps a day, because some days I will do 12, 13, 14,000 and other days 5,000. So I think I'm going to stop trying to push myself to doing 10,000 a day, because then I never hit it and then I get really discouraged, and actually look at doing it slightly differently and just averaging it over the week. The next goal is to read 2 books. Books that I already own, but read 2 books is part of my wellness. It's something that I really enjoy. It's my escapism. It's something I really feel passionate about and really enjoy, and so challenging myself to do 2 books. I did have 2 books to read last month and I hit that. I think I actually read 4, so 2 books is like my average for the month, and so I'm going to try and do that. My next wellness goal is drinking more water. Again, one that I try and put in every single month, and it's a bit of a staple goal every single month, is just to drink more water and really try and make sure I am hydrating, not with Diet Coke. My last wellness goal for September is to have a self-care day. So a day just to myself where I can really look at taking care of myself. And that might just be having a bath, reading a book, going to a coffee shop. It might just actually be doing my steps, going for a walk, sleeping in, whatever that might look like, but having a day where I really focus on my well-being and recharging so I don't burn out, because September is a really busy month. So I really want to make sure I put in some time that I can really look after me. Work, blog and business. So I've got a few goals with this. One is to hit 30,000 followers on TikTok. I've got 29,000. So if you don't follow me on there, head over there and follow me on there. I really want to achieve that. I don't normally put goals when it comes to like subscribers and stuff, because I find it quite discouraging, because it's not in my control. There's only so much I can do. If people don't want to follow me, or if they unfollow me, that's not something I can control. And so I really try and put goals in mind that I know I can do. And something like wanting to achieve a certain number of subscribers or followers is really difficult, but I really love TikTok, and actually when I'm consistent on there, it is building, and I love it so much as a platform. So I want to try and hit 30,000 followers over on TikTok. My next one is to try and secure some sort of press or PR coverage for my book. I would really like to secure one piece of press or PR for my book over the course of the month, and really push it and drive it forward with no shame attached either, because like I wrote it, I want people to buy it, I want it to be out there. And so yeah, I really want to try and push and try and secure a piece of press or PR. I want to upload 6 YouTube videos. This will be number 1. I know I committed to 2 videos a week, but sometimes that is just really unachievable. So some of you were absolutely so lovely and so supportive in the comments, and just saying, when I did a video talking about like maybe I should just quit YouTube because I'm just not consistent, and you were like, no, just upload when you can, do what you can, and it was just so reassuring. So I would really like to do at least 6 videos this month and really get back into the flow of things. And my last goal for work, blog and business, to do one live over on Instagram. I haven't gone live on Instagram for so long, and I genuinely love it so much. And I guess just kids and time, and yeah, so I'd love to go live on Instagram at least once this month. And I know once I start going live again, and you guys just are just so amazing, that I'm gonna love it, and I'll be live every day, but I'd like to do at least one live over the course of the month. And the final category is family, and I've got 4 goals for that. So kickstarting, the first one was September. Obviously it's establishing a new routine with school. Isabella's starting school in September, so really trying to navigate what that new routine looks like for us when we've got 2 children at school, 2 children at home. Just navigating what this whole new September is going to look like for us as a family, moving into kind of the next phase of our lives, but also because we've been off on the school holidays for the summer for what feels like forever. Establishing a new routine and getting back into the swing of things. So that's one of my goals for kind of family and home. The next one is to secure and book in our windows. So we are replacing all the windows in the living room. We weren't going to actually do that. We were going to do the kitchen first, but with the rising cost of utility bills and stuff, the current windows that we've got in our living room are like the original windows, and we live in like a period property, and they are so drafty. And so we've decided to make a decision to hold fire on the kitchen and actually use the money to insulate the house a little bit better. So things like getting the windows replaced in the rooms that need it, getting some carpet fitted in some rooms that are quite drafty on the floorboards, that sort of stuff. So the windows, I want to book those in. I've had some quotes come through, so I just need to sift through the quotes, work out what windows we're going to go for, and then get that all booked in. So that's on my kind of home family list. The second one is to keep going with my cleaning routine. I'll do a separate video for this, but basically I've set up, because I laminate everything, a tick box laminated list of what I can do to keep on top of the chores. So what I need to do, daily tasks, weekly tasks, and monthly tasks. So I really want to keep track on that, because when I have done it, even if I just do it for a week, oh my gosh, the house is just so much better and so much more organized. I feel so much better, but I have to keep on top of it. I am someone who will go full hog at something for a little while, and then it just falls off, and then I get off track, and then I find it really hard to pull myself back. So making sure that I really stick to that cleaning routine. And then my last goal for family and home is to find out ways that we can save on our energy bills. I reckon this is probably so many other people's goals as well, because it is pretty scary. We have had a rough estimate of our current utility bill. So for complete transparency, so currently I think we pay about £306 for our gas and electric. Now we do live in a fairly large old property, so we've been quoted almost £700 moving forward from October per month for our utility bills, which is just, I can imagine so many other people are going through this at the minute. It's very scary. So what I wanted to make sure I did, looking at things like the light bulbs we use in the house, are they energy saving light bulbs, using the slow cooker versus the oven, not using the tumble dryer, and doing what we like. So I'm trying really hard to look at that. I've been reading loads of blogs, looking at money saving expert Martin Lewis's website, looking at loads of the resources that are out there on social media, particularly Instagram, and companies that are sharing loads of stuff. The goal for me is to really make sure I'm making the house as efficient as possible, making sure I'm utilizing what we've got as best we've got, that we're not wasting any energy, so essentially wasting money later down the line. So they are all my September goals. I don't know whether to do another video reviewing August, but I feel like August is gone, so I'll just start from here, and then at the end of the month pick back up with you about how we've got on with those goals for September and what we're going to do for October moving forward. I'm moving into like my favorite time of the year. I love autumn, fall. I'm about that life, that pumpkin spice latte life. I hope this has inspired you to maybe set some goals for yourself, and if you have, and if you are, let me know in the comments what your goals are for September, and when we check back at the end of the month, let's check in and see who's managed to achieve them and what we've got and what we're working towards. One thing I will say is at the end of each month, when you've looked at what you've achieved or hope to achieve, if you haven't hit the mark on every single one, do not be hard on yourself. You are not a failure. One thing I have learned, and probably the best thing that I have learned when setting goals and keeping me motivated to keep looking at goals and keep setting them and keep trying to achieve them is showing myself some grace. If they aren't all done, that is okay. There will be so many circumstances that have happened over that month that have played a part in why they have or haven't been achieved, and it's okay if they haven't. And showing myself that grace when I do my overview has been life-changing, because otherwise what would happen is I'd get in this cycle of not hitting something that I really wanted to hit, feeling like a failure, and then feeling completely unmotivated. Failing and being horrible to myself because I haven't done something I wanted to achieve did not push me or keep me motivated in any way, shape or form. Showing myself grace and love and understanding and compassion and empathy, those things help me be motivated to keep pushing forward. So that is, if I could give you any tips when setting goals, is probably the biggest one. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm really looking forward to checking back in with you at the end of September. If you have got anything you want to ask or questions, then do let me know. If it's easier for me to pop on the screen what I do or my goals so you can see the layout of the pages, whatever that might be, I do change it up every month. I look on Pinterest for inspo, then let me know. But again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that notification bell and subscribe. Take care. Have an incredible week. Bye.